last night on a sleeper train. Nothing got stolen. We've made it to Shanghai. Unfortunately it's raining, but it's way warmer than Beijing. It's raining but it's really humid, so it's fine, we'll get over it. But our hotel room's really fancy. Goji Adventures. We're just freshening up after our train ride and then we're heading out to lunch, so that'll be nice. But the train was fine. Absolutely, like I thought an overnight train would be quite difficult and clean and hard to sleep on, but I was so shattered that I fell asleep pretty much straight away and had probably about 5 solid hours of sleep, and then something woke a lot of us up, so from about 4 or 5 a.m. I was like in and out of sleep, couldn't really drift back. Arrived at the Shanghai Museum. This room is just showing all the different nationalities of Chinese through the years, that they all have their different traditional wear. Needed some home comfort. So I've had a hot chocolate and I'm ready to go. We are going to see aerobatic show this evening, so I'm looking forward to that. We're meeting everybody in a moment actually, so hopefully I'll be able to record some of it because I think it'll be amazing. Just arrived at the arena. It's pretty funky. I forgot to talk about the aerobatic show from last night. It was the most incredible thing ever. Like, I was completely fixated on it. Like, we weren't allowed to film or anything, so I didn't, but lots of people did, but like I didn't even feel like I needed to because I was just so involved in it all. Like, you were just looking everywhere all the time, something was happening. Like, it was incredible, one of the best shows I've ever seen. Like, it cost me £20, but in London that would have been hundreds. Like, oh, it was so good. Like, it opened with like 8 girls on bikes and they were like jumping from one to the other and just spinning on their back wheels while standing, and then ended with them all on the one bike doing a pyramid. Oh my god. And then from like people balancing stuff on their heads, which was like insane, they were so tall. There was a kind of love story scene where they had like 2 fabric things from the roof. I don't know what they're called, and they would like spin up into them and like fly around, and they were just like flipping, and it was this beautiful little love story. There were like boys trampolining, so there's massive trampolines, they would bounce and do the most incredible tricks. And then there was one with the same group, there was like a ringleader and he'd whistle, and there would be all these kind of circles, and they'd be rotating all at different times. and like it built up, and from like one circle, and then they would build it up, and they'd all start turning in different directions. They'd all be running, they'd all flip into them at the same time, and like some would like kind of walk through like up into the air, some would do a flip and bounce off, some would like just dive through. It was incredible. Like the skill and the strength of these people were insane. Like I just love stuff like that. And the final scene, this like globe came out, and then the kind of globe picture fell off, and it was this cage, and there was a motorcyclist in it, so he's going around and around, and like, wow, that's impressive. And then it ended up with 8 motorcyclists in it, and they were 4 in the middle going doo, 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 and they all had lights, so it was like pretty spectacular, and then 4 going the opposite direction and didn't hit each other. Just insane. And that was the finale, and I could have sat there and watched it for so many more hours. It was incredible. We have just come to the Bund, which is the river that goes through Shanghai to the sea, and we just learnt that Shanghai actually means by the sea, which is very interesting in English. Shanghai was like was the first city open to Westerners in China, which was in the 1920s. So it's like very westernised. There's a lot of buildings from like different eras. Like I'll do some clips and you can see how different they all are. But it's like one of the most modern cities at the same time. So it developed once like the British and French and stuff come in. It developed really quickly, and it's really interesting. So the Bund, I'll show you now, is like lots of banks, because now it's the financial district and like the financial hub of China. You wouldn't get that on the Thames. We learned that in every entrance to something quite important, they always put like statues of power. So like these are lions. There's always a male and female, so yin and yang, and the female is always on the right side because, you know, she's always right. Feeling very at peace here. It's lovely. These were private gardens for some important man back in the day, but I could imagine like what it would have been like back then. It was lovely, but now it's a bit surreal because you can see the tops of some of the skyscrapers, but you're in this very like relaxing setting. It's lovely.